Hi everyone, welcome to the channel. I received a very interesting question yesterday and I thought of making a video on it because I believe that might be the use case for so many people, so why not share it? So the question was how to run large language models locally on startup of an operating system, especially the Linux or Mac OS ones. So in this video, I'm going to show you hands-on as how you can do it. If you are using Windows, then you can simply put it in your task manager and then run it from there. That is quite easy. But for Linux, this is a bit tricky. And I believe that if you are running these models locally and serving it to the public, you should be using Linux because there are so many advantages of it. Just like we run all of our enterprise databases and systems on Unix based systems. So I believe if you're running these models locally and serving them, Linux is the right platform, but that is arguable. So what I'm going to do on this video, I'm going to show you how you can use llama.cpp and then start it up on your boot time or your restart time, and then as soon as it gets started your model will be available. You won't have to go in and then start it or configure it manually once your system is up and running. You can replace llama.cpp with any other software, but as you might already have noticed, if you have Olama installed, it boots up automatically, because what is happening behind the scene with this system is that it is using systemd, which is a component in Linux that is used for system and service management. It replaces the older init system in Linux. Systemd provides a centralized framework for managing system resources, services, and processes, and it ensures efficient booting, logging, and error handling. So, this is one way of doing it. There is also another way of starting your LLMs on boot time, and that is through crontab. I will also show you that method too. So if you don't know what llama.cpp is, please search my channel. I have done lots of videos on llama.cpp. It also allows you to run gguf files locally quite easily. So let's first quickly install our llama.cpp. As you can see that I am running this Ubuntu 22.04, and this has been sponsored very graciously by our good friends at Mast Compute. If you are looking to rent a GPU on very affordable prices, I will drop the link to their website in video's description plus a 50% coupon code. So let's go to my Ubuntu system, and then I also have a GPU card, by the way, where I'm running NVIDIA RTX A6000 with 48 GB of VRAM courtesy Mast Compute. So first up, what I'm going to do, I'm going to install llama.cpp. And for that, let me quickly create a virtual environment with Conda. And that is done. Now, the best way of installing this llama.cpp is, which I also have shown you in another video, is to go to this releases page of its GitHub repo, and I will drop the link in video's description. From there, just search for your operating system. So I am using this Ubuntu. So I'm just going to right click here and save it on my local system. I'll just save it in maybe Ubuntu, and then I'm just going to unzip it later on. It is downloading. It's already downloaded, which is cool. Let me open it. So this is my llama.cpp. So, and I need to unzip it. So I'm just going to extract it here. Let's wait for it. There you go. So this is my llama.cpp. And then from the terminal, we need to go into this bin directory. So let me open the terminal back again. And then I am going into this directory bin. If you do ls-ltr here, you will see that everything is already present, and this is our llama-server.exe. And this is a exe file which we want to run at the boot time. So grab the whole path from here, and I will show you where to use it shortly. So let me quickly copy this path and then just save it somewhere in Notepad. And then We also need a model to run. As I mentioned earlier, we need a gguf file format. So go to Hugging Face, just get your gguf file. So I'm just going to go with this tiny llama 1.1 billion chat. Just search it on Hugging Face, and then from files and version, just download any, because we are not really looking to do anything hi-fi. So I'm just going to go with this Q2K, right click on this download, save link as, and save it locally somewhere. So I'm just going to go and then maybe put it in my models directory, and then click on save. It's very fast, it's very small file, so that is done. We also need to grab the path of this file where exactly that is. So let me copy the path, and now let's go back to our terminal, and then from here I'm just going to go back to the home directory, clear the screen. Let's switch over to our root user with the sudo command, and here we need to create a service file for the systemd. For that, go to cd etc systemd, and so which is a directory for system daemon, and then system. Now here we need to create that service file, and I will also show you what exactly that means. So you can call it anything, but let's call it llm dash server dot, maybe server dot service, and whatever would be in this directory will be startup at the boot time. So I have just created it, and then you can open it in any editor of your choice. Here you need to paste this is a specific format for these service files. So you see that I'm telling it this is the llama.cpp server. It should start after network target, and then this is a user is AI or whatever your user is. So my user is not AI, my user is Ubuntu. So I'm just going to call it Ubuntu user, and this is my working directory, and then my working directory is home Ubuntu, and then I'm just also going to change it to this directory where I have my llama.cpp, or you can even just keep it at home Ubuntu, doesn't matter. I'm just showing you. So then from there, once you have done it, you see that this is where our llama dash server is. This is the path which we copied to the exe, and then this is our local host at port 1234. This is the default port of llama.cpp, and this is a path to my model which I also downloaded. And then I'm just offloading all the layers to, or 999 layers to the GPU, which means almost all the layers for this model. This is a context size, and flash attention is enabled. If you're not using flash attention, you can remove it, but as I already have it, so I'm just putting it in, and restart always. So this is the beauty of this, that if it crashes or goes wrong, it is going to restart it. Okay, so and then it is going to install it. And this last line also specifies where we have a multi-user agent. Okay, so let me save it, and we have saved it. Once you have saved it, you can simply enable this service with the help of systemctl. So let me run it, and you can see that it has created the symbolic links and everything, and then you can simply start it now, or at the boot time it is going to automatically start. And this time I also have started it now. And if you check the status of this service by doing systemctl status this, you can see that it is active and running, and our LLM is now running on localhost at port 1234, and you can start talking with it if you like from anywhere. So it is serving on this local system, and it will start whenever you boot the server. Now this is one way of doing it. Another way is to use the cron tab. So let me go back. So it depends upon your use case, but if you really want to do it properly, then this system daemon is a proper way, but cron tab is also possible. Cron tab is used for scheduling and stuff. So for example, if I do cron tab dash e, it is going to open this file in an editable. So you see we already have these two services which run on the whenever we boot the system. So For example, if you want to add something as else to, you can also use it. And all you need to do is to just run this, include this command where you can see that I have put in at reboot, the whole path to llama.server, and then the whole command which we had given there. And I think it is not showing it here properly. Let me open it in, and maybe I'll just show you quickly. So I'll just scroll to the right. So this is the llama.cpp server which is running localhost port 1234, and this is the model file, and it's the same command. The whole, I have just put it in the whole command here. That's it, starting with the at a reboot directive to the operating system. So every time the system reboots, it is these are the first commands it is going to run once everything is up. But I would highly suggest, as I mentioned earlier, that you go with that system daemon command if you are doing it on a production system, because system daemon offers you service management, dependency management, error handling, restartability, resource management, integration with system events, and also better security because you have user isolation and access control. So, but of course, crontab is simpler and you don't have to tinker with system daemon. But that's it. I hope that you enjoyed it. Let me know what do you think about this. I hope that this was useful. And before I let you go, let me also introduce you to the sponsors of the video, who are AgentQL. AgentQL is a query language that turns any web page into a data source. With its Python SDK and live debugging tool, you can scrape and interact with web content. AgentQL works on any page, it is resilient, it is reusable, and it structures the output according to the shape of your query, and I will drop the link to their website in video's description. If you like the content, please consider subscribing to the channel. If you're already subscribed, please share it among your network as it helps a lot. Thank you for watching.